You played in Arizona for a long time, greatest player that's ever come through that building. There's a guy now, I'm not going to say he's Larry Fitzgerald, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is something else to watch. When I went through there in training camp, it's just everything looks so smooth and natural with the way that his body moves. Obviously, he's had some remarkable highlights here. When you watch Marvin Harrison Jr., what do you see?
I see poise. I see a guy where the moments are never, too large for him. I mean, the way he runs his routes, the way he approaches the game. I got a chance to meet him last Friday for the first time, and it's really struck me just how calm he was, and just like a very sensible person, and that bodes well for you as an athlete when you're playing in an arena where things are going crazy, and he's able just to be able to be calm and go through his progression. So I'm really excited about him, and it's not surprising. His father is one of the greatest players that ever played a game. So he got a chance to see at a really young age what it's supposed to look like, understanding of the game, and so when he's out there making plays, there's no surprises.
You made him for the first time last Friday. He strikes me in my limited interaction with him as a bit of a soft-spoken type of guy. Like what if anything did he want to know? What did he ask Larry Fitzgerald?
No, we didn't really have a chance to talk. He came over to my son's game. My son and him have actually built a relationship with each other, and so it was actually my first time getting a chance to meet him. We didn't have really a chance to really talk or have much of a conversation, but hopefully, down the road in the off season, I'll be able to talk with him. But there's not much that I could ever give him in terms of advice. I mean, he's got a dad who's, had a better career than me, won a championship. I mean, so if he needs to get advice, all he has to do is call home.
That's a great point. That is a rare type of a advantage. TJ Jefferson's got one for you here.
Hey, Larry, how you doing, brother?
I'm good.
Good, bro. You're mentioning learning from greatness, and as most people know, maybe some don't. You spent time as a ball boy for the Minnesota Vikings as a teenager. So my question to you is, what did you learn from working with legends like Cris Carter and Randy Moss that helped you become the Hall of Famer that you are? And is there any advice that you can just pass on to that young wide receiver who's going to be watching this clip today?
Yeah, I mean, I learned so much, DJ. It was unbelievable to be able to see the competitiveness of those great receivers, and seeing Cris Carter, go to Thief River Falls and play against the Kansas City Chiefs, going against Dale Carter and James Hasties, and seeing Todd Stussy blocking Derek
Thomas.
Derek Thomas, and seeing Big Willie Rowe blocking John Randall, and seeing that like just competitive energy every single day, man, it was just contagious. And Randy Moss is taking it over the top of guys. I love the competition, and it really just showed me at 12, 13, 14 years old what's required. If you want to be great, like this is how you got to compete. This is how you got to approach the game every single day from a mental perspective. And when competition stands in front of you, you got to run through it, go around it. And like I really appreciated those experiences. It let me learn at a young age, like this is the mentality you have to have.
That brings me to a question I wanted to ask you, Larry, because obviously you've got some of the most memorable catches that we've seen in the NFL all the way into a Super Bowl. If you're thinking about the greatest catch or catches you've ever seen someone not named Larry Fitzgerald make, who and what are those catches?
I would say the most iconic would probably be like David Tyree, when he pinned that ball on his head. Lynn Swan's go ball back in the day that he made was unbelievable. I would say Julian Edelman made a catch against Atlanta Falcons in that second half where the ball got tipped and he reached out and grabbed it with his right hand, and I still don't know how he made that play. Julio Jones made a toe tap catch on that sideline on the third down and about 12. Matt Ryan put it under only where he could get it, and he climbed the ladder and got his feet down. I mean, there's so many catches that I could think of that come to mind. Santonio's catch against us in the Super Bowl was crazy. Like I've seen a lot of them, and I mean those kind of just jump out to me top of mind. I know I'm missing a bunch, but those few were really spectacular.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.